What's up, everybody? It's Cam. We got you guys back with another reaction video. And this one, I'm reacting to a guy by the name of Knockout 360. And this one, he's changing his charger to run on E-85. And he's calling it the GHOUL package. Knockout 360 is a pretty big guy in the car community. Ironically, he lives, I'm not going to say near me, but he lives in North Carolina. I think he lives near Charlotte, around there. So he's like one of the biggest people in the car community. Big shout out to Knockout. Definitely somebody I would love to collaborate in the future. But yeah, so he's, I guess, upgrading his charger a lot. So some of y'all may not know, but like, you know, with gas, it's 87, 90, and 93 usually. E85 is just like pretty much like a racing fuel, which you have to do a whole bunch of upgrades to get your car to run on E85. You can't just go put E85 in I don't know, a Toyota Camry or a Honda and expect it to run. So pretty much by doing something like this is a pretty serious mod. And then the GHOUL package, I've heard of different places doing things like that, like different type of packages they call it, things like that. But
80 to 100 wheel.
Gotcha.
On top of your 90 R and E85, you should pick up 80 to 100 wheel.
Gotcha.
On top of your 93 number.
let's get started.
So realistically, on the E85 on the GHOUL package, mid 900s on Tim Barstano, maybe a little lower
Gotcha.
to the wheel. On a DynoJet's old software.
Sure.
You know, upper nines, mid
Upper
nines,
nines.
somewhere around there. You know.
Into the crank, easily 1,000 plus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Easily 1,000
easily.
plus.
Running out of
Yeah.
space on the radio. Can't go higher than 1,022.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I cannot wait, bro. Because I'm not saying this guy's super rich, but Knockout, like I said, he is one of the biggest, like, if not the biggest car guy, especially in North Carolina. He definitely is probably the biggest, I'd say. But I cannot wait, bro, till I can just start making videos like this where I can just mod my car. You know, it takes hard work, dedication, bro, but it's so inspirational to see other guys in the car community doing stuff like this, bro. Like, hopefully I'm an inspiration to some of y'all for
just get some property, man, and just stay down here.
for getting my dream car. Hopefully that inspires some of y'all. But it's inspiring for me to see people like this, like other car content creators, doing stuff to their car, you get what I'm saying, fulfilling their dreams
I
and
need
things like
condo
that.
and become an Atlanta Falcons fan, man. You know what I mean? We actually won. We won in Munich, Germany.
Was that the third one?
Like I said, Knockout, he's pretty known. No
First 2-game winning
surprise.
streak in like 4 seasons. So we got the Hellcat here. It's got the Demon package on it, but we want more.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right. We're coming out with a new package.
A new package.
So some people have heard it's called the GHOUL package.
Yes.
It's basically set up to, if you want to stay on 93, have a little bit more than the Demon, and then come back later for E85. It's making it where basically you can add on to it to basically go E down the road, or we can do it all at once. So, you know, kind of go over what it is.
Yeah. So you know, the GHOUL package is meant for people.
How do they come up with the names GHOUL package? Like, it definitely sounds tough. How do they come up with the names?
Whether now or down the road. The
Cut the
base
sound for
package,
y'all.
GHOUL package, you're going to be on 93. It's all based around. So on our Demon package, we run a 285 pulley.
See, personally, I would like to stay on 93. I'm not saying E85 makes your car more unreliable, but I don't feel like if I went to E85, like that's when I turn my track off into a drag track. Like, it's strictly, I'm not daily in it, I'm not driving on the road anymore, it's strictly a drag car. I feel like when it's on 93, that keeps it like a street car, you get what I'm saying? Keeps it, you know, a daily. But again, I don't know that much about cars. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, who knows, maybe down the road, maybe I'll do that, put my car in E85. But I think for right now, 93 is fine with me. Just because, like, still, I don't daily it, but it's still a daily car. You feel me? I feel like it makes more sense.
Package, we're running a 270.
When you trying to get that speed, that power, you go to that E85, boy.
Idler on there as well. So if you won't be able to run your billet can anymore with the idler because it kind of banks off of that. But basically, in the past, the way E85 has worked on a Hellcat is you have to swap your pulleys. You know, if you want to swap between 93 and E85, which most people do.
Yeah.
You would change your pulley. Well, we're eliminating that.
Good.
So basically, you're going to run one pulley size because I don't really want customers changing pulleys.
Sure.
It's a mechanically inclined people can, but I'd rather not.
Yeah. That's a hassle.
So in typical fashion, before E85, you'd run a 265 pulley, which is pretty small, not crazy small, but we kind of go in the middle with a 278 in between a 285 and a 265.
Sure.
So that's why we chose that pulley. We don't want anybody to change anything So the only thing you'd have to do when you go from 93 to E85 is just flip.
Somebody else cutting on their supercar in the back.
We have an RTD device. You know,
Plugs right into your OBD.
Yep. Yeah. We'll talk about the tuner here in a little bit.
Sure.
It's crazy to me, bro. But it's like when you really go to tune a car, it literally just plugs like it's obviously tuning's not simple, but just you plug it into the ODB port, you can start messing with the car's computer. To me, it's just like it's not mind blowing, but I'm just like, bro, it's literally that easy. Like you just plug into the shit that's sticking out the bottom of your car, and you can fuck with it, customize the way the entire car performs. It's crazy.
So basically, you just plug your RTD device in, and then it takes 2 minutes.
Sure.
And we'll do a breakdown on that.
Sure.
The second time around.
So he can like control when he wants to. No, that's
very
tough.
Easy. So you would just run your gas out.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much as low as you can, and flip over to E85 or 93. It takes 2 minutes. You flash it, and you're on your way.
So the biggest benefit that I'm hearing from you right now is you can run both 93, but then when you want to get the full power and the full benefit of it, you can switch over to E85.
Yep. You
Gotcha.
can switch over to E85, and you don't have to change your pulley. Because,
Gotcha.
like I said, in the past, the way most E85 has been done is you would have to change your pulley.
Okay.
And I don't really want customers
Or be on E85 forever.
Yeah, or be
yeah.
on E85 forever. So this is a happy medium.
Sure.
You know, pulley. So that's the huge benefit, and we also have.
I don't know
some
how long this
stuff
stuff
too.
takes, like to do your car.
A flex link that helps us check
Hours,
your
days,
ethanol
gotta be at least a
percentage.
week.
So you can know if you go to like an E85 station that you're not familiar with, you can see what the percentage is before you start.
Gotcha.
Going crazy. So we have safeguards in place to make it as easy as possible.
Okay.
To, you know, because I know that's a big thing with E85.
Yeah.
A lot of people get, you know, they don't trust every E85 station. You gotta, you know, check them and make sure that the ethanol percentage is right.
True.
So we try to make it as easy as possible.
Gotcha.
And
You know you gotta
so
kill
the
a
base
beard, bro.
package,
Look at my shit
I
like
said,
that.
It runs 93. And we're putting 1,300 injectors in it on the full package.
Okay.
So it's a big injector. It's what you need for E85. So we're not double dipping in labor. If you want to go to E85 down the road.
Sure.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, it's you know, the GHOUL package is based around E85, but also on 93 you're getting a pretty small pulley for 93.
Gotcha.
And the reason why we did the package this way is if you have a red eye, you don't necessarily need to do pumps.
No, you don't do pumps because it already comes dual pump.
It already comes dual pump.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we made the package the way it is.
Sure.
Because I don't want to tell you, you know, a price. The price difference between the Demon and the GHOUL is only
basically the idler pulley, if you're adding that, as well as the 1300s, which are about $800 more compared to the ID 1050s.
Yeah.
So I mean, give or take $1,000 over the Demon package.
Over the Demon.
Gets you into the 93 GHOUL.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go full on E85, after that you would add the pump kit if you're in a Hellcat, not red eye. You would add a flex link, like you were saying, so you can read your ethanol. And then if you want, you can switch over to the improved racing.
you get the improved racing catch can.
So that relocates it side mount instead of, you know, right there where the idler is going to be mounted.
So the location will be different of the catch can.
Yeah, it's going to mount over there next to
it
the
mounts
washer
over
bottle.
here, right in the washer bottle.
Gotcha.
So it's real nice and
tucked
you know,
away,
out of the way, and it's not hot as hell whenever you go to.
when you go to unscrew it and
empty it.
All right, so we're just looking at a random Hellcat here. Nobody's in particular. So what are we looking at here?
So that's the 278 that we were talking about in the GHOUL package, and then our idler pulley.
So you notice there's no catch can here. What's that?
So the catch can's over here. It's remote.
Gotcha.
It's real nice. It's still pretty easy to get to.
Sure.
And then the hoses kind of dip in here, nice and clean.
Very clean.
So it's very easy when it's hot.
Yeah.
You don't have to like burn the crap out of yourself over there.
Sure.
It's cooler over here.
I like that design.
Yeah.
Much more hidden.
The third part is obviously what you need to be able to flip from 93 tune to E85
That's so cool,
tune.
bro.
The tuner, which you log into your phone.
Yeah.
You know, select what map, and it'll be labeled.
That's why I like watching like car videos. Like this is a car video. Like you learn a lot
Switch it back and forth
about cars, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like cars is so much stuff to just learn about. I think that's why a lot of people are hesitant to get into cars because you got people who are dickheads in the car community for one, which there's any community, sports, guns, cars, clothes, whatever. But then it's like cars is just so much to learn, bro. Like so many different types of platforms, from SUVs to American, domestic, foreign, whatever, like international. Like some cars not sold in America, some cars you get only sold in America. It's a lot to learn, bro.
Yeah.
Then you got performance, then you got maintenance. But I like watching these videos because it's informative.
Less than a quarter of a tank. I want to get active. I want to get the full power of the car. Take it to a gas station where I've got E85. Fill up with E85. And before I take off, maybe sit in the car and program.
Flip your tune.
Flip the tune to E85.
Yeah, before you start a few miles and check the ethanol with it, which is another app, FlexLink app, and that'll tell you exactly what.
It's tough. Everything's on the app. It's tough.
And I believe the number's above 70.
I think it's above 70%.
Sure.
I think that's the number that we're saying. If you're below that, obviously you just don't beat on it too hard.
Sure.
Maybe find another E85 station and
Gotcha.
top it off.
Yeah.
You know.
It also depends on if you had a quarter tank or on E. If you're at a half a tank and you top it off E, you're not going to be ready. You know, you want to run it as close to
empty
with the lights on.
Yeah.
Fill it, as much up with the E85 as you can.
Gotcha.
And then check your your E85 content.
Yeah, and not all ethanol stations are
The same.
equal
Sure.
as well. So, there's a station near us. They're like 82% ethanol.
Gotcha.
And then, a racetrack near us, they're more like 72%. So,
Okay.
I mean, not every station is equal.
Something I don't even think about, bro.
But, yeah, we try to make it as easy as possible.
I gotta find some ethanol or some E85 places near me. I
Gotcha.
haven't looked for any.
So once you switch over to E85, now this tune is different from what we've seen with other cars. There's not a certain amount of miles that you need to drive before you can turn the car off.
No.
Is it fair to say that once you put E85 in it and you flip the tune, you're good?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Once you put E85 in it and you flash over to your 93
Sure.
or your E85
Yeah.
tune, you're good.
Okay.
Definitely give it maybe like a mile or something like that.
Yeah.
For the flex.
Well, by the time, you drive it from the dealership of the... Yeah.
ethanol percentage.
Gotcha.
And then,
Which is normal because, by the time you drive from the gas station, wherever you're going, by that
Right.
time, it'll register. Because I know with some tunes, we've talked about where you're required to drive for 12 miles, 12 minutes, something like that.
So
This is not that.
We'll go ahead and dip into that controversy, I guess. So we did switch tuners. It's not any bad blood with our previous tuner.
Sure.
We, for logistical reasons, we did switch to someone who's closer to us. He's like 15 minutes down the road.
An hour.
And he also, before it was about an hour across town.
Gotcha. So it just
Across
makes
Atlanta.
sense.
So,
Yeah, it just makes sense.
he was kind of posing a problem, and also unlocks.
Yeah.
He does all his PCM unlocks in-house.
Gotcha.
So before we were quoting people on demon packages and GHOUL packages, well, not yet, but about a week.
Yeah.
Because we have to
3 to 4
ship the
days.
PCM out.
Gotcha.
And that can be a liability too.
Absolutely.
Stuff gets lost in the
Stuff
mail.
gets lost, gets delayed, sure.
Now we're able to turn these out in 24 to 48 hours. So
Gotcha.
maybe you just get a hotel.
Yeah.
And we have...
That's smooth, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. I want to get my car worked on too. And especially when you want to do it, it can take like a week for them to get your car right, whether it's a tune, a stage 1 package. I was talking to somebody the other day, emailing this place about camming my car, and they said 10 to 14 days. Thankfully, they're closed, so I can go drop the car off, Uber back home, have my friend give me a ride home. But imagine if you're driving like 3 hours, 4 hours, and they said we need your car for 10 to 14 days. Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? That's definitely something you don't even think about. Especially when you want it done the right way. You don't want nobody to rush nothing. You want it done the right way. You don't want them to sit there and take their time and run up the labor bill. But you want it done the right way. You want them to double check everything. Especially if you're spending this much money on something that's already expensive, and it's also the car you're driving. So you definitely want that shit to work right because you don't want to die on the road. But nah, that's clutch, like you said. Instead of being about a week, it's 24 to 48 hours. Ask the customer to get a hotel for the night. That's a little more reasonable. Hey man, we need you down here for at least 2 days, or you can drop it off and come back. But if you can afford to spend down here or find time to stay down here for 2 days, you got your car back in the running, bro. That's huge.
We got people coming
That's
from
huge.
New York, I think, next month.
Yeah, like you said, people come from out of state, like
Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
No, sorry, New Mexico.
Oh,
New Mexico, damn.
That's
Okay.
even crazy.
That's even crazy.
I don't know, man.
So the PCM can be unlocked same day. Same day, same
yeah.
place. Gotcha.
If we plan it right.
Gotcha.
So if we plan it right, because our tuner, he's a big tuner.
Yeah. Do you want to say the name of the tuner?
Yeah. So, obviously, if you've been around Mopars, you should know who this is.
Barth Tuning.
This is Tim Barth.
10 Barth, yeah.
he is the OG of Mopar tuning.
Sure.
He was making these fast before they were Hellcat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I wonder how do you get into something like that, bro? Like get into tuning, like become reputable.
He does a lot of his own R&D and stuff.
Yeah.
Extremely smart. So much so that he's one of only 2 guys in the whole world, I think, that's able to adapt the Demon 170 flex fuel sensors into these cars.
Gotcha.
So
Is that what
stuff like this, bro? I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of the guy before. I'm, he's new to cars, whatever, and I don't know his history. But like, bro, if I'm Dodge, I'm like hiring this dude like full on, like, or hiring him, saying, bro, build a team and come work for us, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I would assume he just does the tuning stuff, like he just does car performance stuff. I assume he doesn't work for Dodge directly, but it's like, bro, these big companies got to start cashing in on these people, bro.
Okay, I get confused.
Like,
so
that's the other one. That's the one you got to drive for 12 miles,
so
not this one.
He has done his own coding and made.
Like, how do you even learn this stuff?
He's only one of, I think, 2 guys now in the whole country world that's able to do this. Because flex fuel tuning on a Hellcat has been non-existent in the past.
Sure.
But there's some caveats with it. You have to drive it like 12 miles in order for it to read your ethanol content.
That's the other tune, not this one.
Not this one.
Gotcha. I don't want to specify.
The RTD.
Yeah, with the RTD, you just flip it.
With that setup, you don't have to flash at all.
Gotcha.
You have
You
just drive it. But there's a couple of caveats.
Yeah.
You have to drive it 12 miles for it to learn.
Yeah.
So we can do either one. That technology is a little expensive because you have to run a Demon 170 PCM.
Sure.
And you have to have the Demon 170 sensor. So it's doable, which I think speaks volumes to his knowledge and credibility. But we can do it, but it's a little pricey.
Yeah.
And the car is down much longer.
And the car is down much longer. We have to have the car for like a week.
Gotcha.
Damn.
It just takes time. He used 3 different tuning softwares to do it.
Bro. When I was same company that I was looking at having Cam my car, they have a stage 1 package as well, and I was asking them how long that takes, and they said 5 to 7 days. Now, thankfully, they're close by, so I can afford or be fine with dropping my car off, even an hour, but, I think it's like 40 minutes away from my house, 40 minutes away, and leaving it there for a week. I'm fine with that, but, bro, think about that. I mean, again, that's a long time to be without your car. Thankfully, I don't daily my Trackhawk. I have another car I can drive, but, I mean, some people daily their sports car, but I mean that's a long time, bro, to not have your car like 5 to 7 days. It's a long time, bro. That's a whole week. I mean, that's a lot of trust for somebody.
Out too much,
Sure.
On the stuff that he does, but he's extremely knowledgeable.
Good stuff. So on what the GHOUL package?
The base GHOUL on 93,
That's strictly on 93.
I would say low to mid 8s.
Yeah, low to mid 8s.
To the wheel.
To the wheel.
Yeah, we're talking
Okay.
wheel.
Now,
to the wheel. Now to
there's
the
a
crank,
caveat.
900 plus, all that stuff.
There's a caveat there too. 10 Bart's dyno does read lower because
Okay.
he's on a new DynoJet software.
Sure.
So you may dyno 850 on his dyno. If you go down the street to another DynoJet
890.
and get dyno, you may be high 800s.
High 800.
So it's about 40 or 50 off,
Gotcha.
give or take. But
So in theory,
people shouldn't
maybe.
get too wrapped up in numbers because I'm gonna tell you when you drive it is how you know.
That's how you know.
How fast it really is,
Gotcha.
how hard you're spinning, all that good stuff.
And then once you flip to the E-map, if
Yeah.
you are an E85, you should pick up 80 to 100 wheel
Gotcha.
on top of your 93 number.
So realistically, on the E85 on the GHOUL package, you should be mid 900s on Tim Barstano, maybe a little
To the wheel.
lower to
Gotcha.
the wheel on a DynoJet's old software.
Sure.
Upper 9s, mid
Upper
9s,
nines.
somewhere around there.
And to the crank, easily 1,000 plus.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Easily 1,000
easily.
plus.
Running out of space on the radio, can't go higher than 1,022.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
It maxes out there for some reason.
So the SRT pages maxes out at 1,022.
You'll
Yeah.
be there.
Gotcha. And that's where this will be with the E85.
Definitely.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
And we
To
have
the
a
crank.
rule badge so this be switched.
Yeah, that's the
we can get
demon.
lazy and leave it at the demon.
So we will be putting GHOUL badges on there.
And we also have some other stuff we can do too. Maybe
Yeah.
we want to stay on 93 and you don't want anything to do with ethanol.
E85, yeah.
We can do a Demon Plus package where we take the pulley off
Yeah.
the GHOUL package and put it on the
Demon package.
And then you say you don't do the bigger injectors, so and if you're really all about 93, you Kong port the blower,
Yeah.
do the GHOUL pulley.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pushing big numbers there for 93.
Sure.
I mean, that's impressive numbers.
And if you want to run 93, 90% of the time, that's perfectly fine.
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're the type of person that only wants to put E85 once a
Yeah, bro. I think.
for the track or just once a month
Yeah,
type deal.
that's what I was gonna say, bro. Like, if you're going to the track, that makes sense. But for driving the road,
Sure.
You can always
Hard
run
to stay on
barrel
93.
fuel like ethanol 1
Okay.
or Ignite or Boostane E85 race fuel.
Boostane,
in the barrel.
Sure.
And you can just get some of that and
find it back revving and shit.
dump it in every so often when you
It
go
has
to the
a year
track.
shelf life, so.
Yeah, it has
Good
a
stuff.
year shelf life. So a lot of performance shops sell ethanol too. And you know, we sell Boostane. We can get you E85 race fuel by the barrel.
Keep
Good
50
stuff.
gallons in the garage. And
Yeah. Keep
keep it
50
for the
gallons.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, lots of options there.
Good stuff.
If you don't have an E85 station near you.
Sure.
That's tough, but that's smart for them. Like to sell pretty much the racing fuel at their shop. That's smart, bro. That's clever. That's clever. That's clever.
I know the question was if you're never going to go E,
Yeah.
we have that Demon Plus or the base GHOUL. We had a car that had ported blower and snout, 278 pulley, pure 93. Like it wasn't on Flex.
Is that a Dodge Hornet? That red
846
car?
to the wheels.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really high pump gas package.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
So that was 278 ported and polished blower, and then obviously everything else that comes to the Demon package.
And that's on 10 bars, dyno.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
add about 40 to that.
Yeah.
That's
So high
impressive.
800s to the wheel.
Yeah.
That's impressive 93 numbers. That's
Sure.
really impressive.
So, all right, guys. So we're looking at right now it's a Demon. When I get it back, it'll be a GHOUL, and we're talking E85, 1,000 horsepower to the crank. 900 plus to the wheel.
Yeah.
Hopefully upper 90s. Oh, 900s.
Yeah.
Something close to it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I mean,
That's tough.
I'm
So
excited.
I guess this is the
March
day
is gonna be
you
new for
dropped it
everybody,
off.
so
It
I'm
could be
excited
today, it
about
could be
that
last
venture
week.
as well. So
Yeah.
That's tough though.
Tuned a lot of cars. And
Yeah.
tunes for a lot of shops that you may not know about.
gotcha.
A little
inside.
hat right there.
Okay,
so.
okay. So that's it, guys. Palmer Dodge, man. They're doing crazy stuff. So now we got the GHOUL package. So we took it a whole step above the Demon. Yep. So if you want 1,000 plus in a Hellcat, you can get that now. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. As you can tell, Kyler, Ryan, all the information will be in the description. You want to start asking questions? I'm sure you do. Hit them on Instagram.
Pricing on the next video.
Pricing on the
Yeah,
next video.
we'll
Yeah.
talk about
Finalized.
There's
Yeah.
not a huge difference between the
Demon
base
and
GHOUL
the-
and the Demon.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll have it all drawn out for you. Have the flyer.
Gotcha.
Nah, that's tough, bro. So that's what I'm saying, bro. You know how exciting that is to leave your car, like to drop it off, and you come back after a few days or a week, and it's pretty much a whole new car. Like obviously, this car is gonna look the same, but the performance is gonna be a night and day difference, bro. Like that's exciting, man. I can't wait. Again, I can't wait. I can't wait until I can start doing that, bro. I'm definitely gonna do a lot more mods in 2025. Like next year, bro, I'm gonna start doing a lot more things to my car. I'm still, kind of recovering and just taking it in that I got my dream car a few months ago. So next year, once I, recover a little bit more, I'm gonna definitely start dropping my car for places, get my car worked on, and have one of the best track hawk in Charlotte, and then hopefully one of the best track hawks in all North Carolina. That's my goal. I tell myself about 6 months from now, I'm gonna have the hardest track hawk in Charlotte. Arguably the hardest track hawk in North Carolina. 6 months from now. So we'll see. But yeah. Like I said, big shout out to Knockout. Knockout 360 is his page. Make sure to go give him some love. Like I said, he's in North Carolina. He's probably the biggest car person. Like you see, he almost has 400K subs on YouTube. Like that's huge just for a car page, just for pretty much one car or a few cars he has. Like that's huge. But yeah, y'all. As always, thank y'all for watching. I'm really digging these reaction videos. I'm trying to get out some more from y'all. But thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.